Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of TWD Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. This is going to be doing another character evolution video for today. This one is going to be talking about Ezekiel from The Walking Dead. Okay guys, just going to be doing another video for today. This one's going to be doing another video for The Walking Dead. This one's going to be doing another character evolution video. This one's going to be on King Ezekiel. So, really cool stuff. This video was suggested by Epic Zombie Killer, so definitely a big thank you to Epic for suggesting this video. And this one is talking about Ezekiel. So, I really like Ezekiel. That is a character that I was very thrilled to hear about because honestly, he is a character that has his like ups and downs, but in terms of like a character, he's always great. You know, that's the main thing. I think the writing for his character can be a bit weird sometimes, but I think that his character is always great. I think he's always a great character, and I'm very excited to jump into this one. So, Khary Payton does a fantastic job. I absolutely love Khary Payton. If you want to see this guy in an interview or something, if you haven't seen Khary Payton in an interview or anything like that, just watch it. You'll understand why I love this guy so much. He's so awesome. He's honestly, he just, I don't know, every time he's there, there's something about Khary Payton I find just so awesome. But I'll tell you one thing, King Ezekiel is a character that instantly I was impressed because he already in Season 7 surpassed the comic Ezekiel for me. So right away, I was like, okay, I really like this actor. And he really does a good job. And, okay, so his evolution in Season 7. Now, I like it. I like his evolution in Season 7 because he goes from a king that is kind of hiding from these saviors. He's making, you know, deals with them and stuff like that. But he's not really willing to just kind of go to war and stuff like that. So he's kind of owning up to them. He's kind of serving the saviors and stuff like that. And, you know, as is Hilltop and Alexandria during that time as well, too. But, you know, he's kind of forced to bend the knee. However, they made the deal that they would not step in the community of the kingdom as long as they kind of pay up to them when they ask and stuff like that. So they, of course, their deliveries are a bit tense, and Ezekiel kind of notices that with the whole Richard situation. Jared is just not a good person to have, you know, bring to these, you know, trades, and that's kind of what starts this whole kind of conflict. But Ezekiel in Season 7, I really like his evolution because he notices a woman that needs help, which is Carol. He doesn't really stop going to her, too, like to a point where it becomes annoying to Carol that he keeps visiting her at the cabin, and stuff like that. But I'm gonna say, I think that Ezekiel in Season 7, his story and his evolution is great because he goes from a kind of a scared king, just he doesn't show it, but he's kind of like a scared king that doesn't want to lose anyone, to by the end of the season, him already losing things that are very valuable to him, like Benjamin, like Richard, like that whole situation, and he just kind of realizes by the end of Season 7 that I'm going to do the exact opposite. I'm going to fight. I'm going to lead an army to the Saviors, and I'm going to kill them. So that part of things, I love it. And I think Season 7 Ezekiel is exactly what he needed to be honest. I think he's exactly what we needed the character to be, and I loved him. I thought Season 7 Ezekiel was really great, and probably one of the best characters of Season 7, if I'm being honest. So, I think he did a great job in that one. Now, Season 8 for me is another really great Ezekiel season because, honestly, Season 8, we get to focus on Ezekiel, how he gets kind of broken down. You know, he loses his army, he loses his people, and he thinks that maybe he should just die as well, too, which is pretty crazy. And obviously, he gets captured by that Savior guy, which is, oh, that guy's so annoying. But I do like, though, as I don't like that Savior, I like the story they give him because he's just like, you know, I'm nobody, you know, which is exactly what the guy said. And he kind of broke Ezekiel down, and that guy kind of got to Ezekiel oddly, and I really I liked how they told the story, and I really liked the line he says in episode 4. I know it's simple, but if you're asked to be the hero, be the hero. I like that line because then it's like in episode 4, you know, when Carol has the opportunity to save Ezekiel and Jerry, she does it, you know, and I really like and, you know, Ezekiel earns a lot of respect for Carol in that episode, I find, and, of course, he unfortunately does lose Shiva in that episode as well, too, which just kind of breaks him down even more than he already was, and then in that moment when he walks back to the kingdom, and all of his people are just looking at him like, where is everybody, you know, and he looks at, you know, Henry, and he's like, he's got no words to say, like, he absolutely has no words to say, so, That is crazy. I don't know. That whole thing is an insane episode for that character, and maybe Ezekiel, one of Ezekiel's best, if not his best episode in the series, because, what they do with him in that episode, how much they focus on him, and just, how much they delve into, because in the comics, we never really saw this, but in the TV show, they delve into the perspective that he's in, where you're almost like put in his shoes in that episode. You're seeing all these people die around him, and how it's affecting him. And I don't know. I love how they did that episode. I don't like the nerdy savior guy, but aside from that, I love that episode. I thought the way they did that was just really, really cool. So, yeah. Now, for the rest of the season, he kind of does get his confidence back slowly. He saves his people from Gavin in the mid-season finale, as Morgan kind of tries to kill him, and then Henry kind of steps in. But Ezekiel in the rest of season 8 is back to kind of being, kind of a king again. He's at Hilltop with the others. He fights and all that kind of stuff. And Ezekiel doesn't actually get that much screen time in the second half of season 8, but he's there and he's a fighter, and I appreciate that. I think that's really cool. So maybe a bit more of an evolution for him in the second half of season 8, but in the first half of season 8, I loved what they did with him. I really did. I thought it was really cool, except the second half, I feel like we could have seen a little bit more is all I'm saying. So season 9, okay, so season 9 for me is an alright season for Ezekiel. I do like the whole kind of Carol, he wants Carol to marry him and stuff like that. I like that stuff. That's pretty cool. I like him in the first few episodes with the bridge and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I like Ezekiel. But I find after the time skip, Ezekiel just doesn't really do much as a character. He's just kind of there. Yeah, he kills a few walkers when they go get that stuff for the movies and stuff, but you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I feel like in season 9, they could have added a lot to that. And, obviously they didn't pike him. So, like, I kind of thought they'd have bigger plans for him. Now, season 9, it's just a whatever evolution from. I feel like they could have done a lot more, with Ezekiel in that season. And then we move on to season 10 after he loses everything, after Alpha and the Whisperers kind of, make their appearance. And we find out he has cancer, and we kind of go down that storyline with him, where I'm not a big fan of that, because in the comics, Ezekiel was piked, and in the TV show, they keep him alive to give him cancer. I don't really know how I feel about that. I'm going to be honest. I'm not really a big fan of how they did that, and I'm going to say this, and it's not because... It's just because it needs to be said. I love Ezekiel. I love his character. I love his storyline. But I have to kind of address the elephant in the room. He should have been piked. I really think he should have been piked. Because what they do with him later, if they would have piked Ezekiel and then they would have told me, hey, like... The only reason why we did that is because, well, we did have an alternate version where he survives and he has cancer and he kind of dies a slow death or with this and that. I would have been like, okay, I get why you piked him, But I don't understand the rationale behind keeping him alive. I feel like they're trying to do something with him, but they don't know how to quite get there. So they're doing the cancer storyline. They're trying to do stuff with him, but it's not quite working, I feel like, for the audience. And that's what's making me a little nervous about him in season 11. But, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But in terms of Ezekiel in Season 10, I'm not a fan of his evolution. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't think his evolution in Season 10 is all that great. He has cancer. It's sad. It's tragic for the character. But that's literally all they give him in Season 10. So, like, because you can't even include any of the Commonwealth stuff, because a lot of that is, like, a hallucination. And I don't know. Like, can you guys help me find anything good about Ezekiel Season 10? Because I'm just sitting here like, there's nothing major. There really isn't. He hooks up with Carol a little bit. He fights at Hilltop, stuff like that. But, like, no major character development. So... here's what I'll say about Ezekiel. I love Ezekiel. I think his character is absolutely fantastic, mainly in 7 and 8. 9, he's okay. His evolution in 9, it's all right. And Season 10, I don't really care, to be honest. And that's unfortunate because I love Ezekiel. But I honestly have to be honest. I have to be honest with you guys. I don't think Ezekiel in Season 10 is the greatest character in the world. I think they really need to spice up his character in Season 11 because in Season 10, I think they failed on his character a little bit. But in Season 11, they've got a chance to kind of bring back what we love about Ezekiel. Because honestly, I love Ezekiel. I want to see a lot from him before the show ends, so I'm really kind of crossing my fingers that we can get that in the final season. So I love Ezekiel. I think he's a great character. His evolution, it does kind of get worse, not going to lie. His evolution gets worse over time, but I think his character overall is awesome, and I think Kari Payton is awesome. So, yeah, absolutely. So, anyway, guys, I definitely want to hear from you guys in the comment section below. What do you guys think about Ezekiel's character? Write that down in the comment section below. And, of course, guys, I'll see you guys really soon for another Walking Dead video. Of course, guys, if you're new here, click the subscribe button to send my Walking Dead videos. Follow me on Walking Dead Reviews, subscribe, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another Walking Dead video. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.